Look down at your zipper. See those three letters, YKK? They're on your jacket, your jeans, your backpack, your tent, probably your wallet. One company makes 10 billion zippers a year. That is more zippers than there are people alive, and you have never heard of them. YKK controls 46% of the global zipper market, not 46% of one country, 46% of every zipper on Earth. They operate in 71 countries, run 111 subsidiary companies, and employ over 42,000 people, all to manufacture something most of us think about for exactly 0 seconds a day. The global zipper industry is worth roughly 19 billion. That makes it larger than the entire recorded music industry in the United States. And nearly half of that money flows through a single Japanese company founded in a small Tokyo workshop 92 years ago. But here's the part that makes this story worth telling. YKK did not become the world's dominant zipper company by buying competitors or cutting prices. They did it by doing something almost no manufacturer on Earth is willing to do. They control everything. In January 1934, a man named Tadao Yoshida opened a small company called Sanes Shokai in Tokyo. His business was simple: buy zipper components, assemble them, sell them. Nothing revolutionary. But Yoshida had a problem every assembler had. The components he bought from suppliers were inconsistent. Some batches worked, some jammed, some broke within weeks. He could not control quality because he did not control production. So he made a decision that would define the next 9 decades. He started building his own machines, not buying better ones, building them from scratch. Because imported equipment was so expensive that designing his own was actually cheaper. Then, in March 1945, American firebombs destroyed his Tokyo factory. Everything gone. Yoshida relocated to the small coastal city of Uozu, rebuilt, and doubled down on his obsession. By 1958, his engineers had developed a proprietary aluminum alloy, the 56S, that specialized Japanese metallurgists had failed to create. By 1959, they built the CM3, their first fully in-house zipper manufacturing machine. By 1964, the CM6 was the most advanced mass-production zipper machine on the planet. And somewhere in the middle of all this, Yoshida articulated the philosophy that still runs the company today. He called it the cycle of goodness. His words: "No one prospers without rendering benefit to others." Here is where YKK stops being a zipper company and starts being something closer to a self-contained industrial ecosystem. Most manufacturers buy raw materials from suppliers. YKK smelts its own brass. Most manufacturers buy fabric tape from textile mills. YKK spins its own polyester. Most manufacturers buy assembly machines from equipment companies. YKK designs and builds every machine on its factory floor. This is called vertical integration. And YKK takes it further than almost any company in any industry. Raw metal enters one end of the building. Finished zippers leave the other. No supplier, no middleman, no external variable they cannot control. The result? A failure rate below 0.01%. In factory durability testing with a 5-kilogram lateral pull, YKK zippers consistently survive 10,000 open-close cycles. Their nearest competitor averages 8,500. This matters more than you think. A broken zipper on a $300 North Face jacket is not just an inconvenience. It is a warranty claim, a return, a lost customer. Brands pay a premium for YKK, roughly 0.60 to 0.80 per yard versus 0.25 to 0.35 for Chinese alternatives, because that premium buys them something money cannot easily replace: certainty. And that certainty is why 90% of YKK's production now happens outside Japan, in factories built to the same specifications, using the same proprietary machines across 71 countries. But no monopoly lasts forever. And the most serious threat to YKK's dominance is not a Western corporation or a Silicon Valley disruptor. It is a Chinese company called SBS. Fujian SBS Zipper Science and Technology was founded in 1984, 50 years after YKK. They produce over 4 billion zippers a year. They hold more than 830 patents. They are listed on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange, and their CEO has said publicly that overtaking YKK is their ultimate goal. SBS built its market the old-fashioned way, price. A standard number 5 metal zipper from SBS costs 20 to 30% less than the YKK equivalent. For mass-market brands like Adidas ordering millions of units, that difference is enormous. But here's what makes the zipper market different from, say, the smartphone market. Brands do not want a single supplier. A broken zipper grounds a jacket. Fashion companies cannot afford production delays because one supplier had a bad quarter. The most likely outcome, according to industry analysts, is not that SBS overtakes YKK. It is that the world moves from a monopoly to a duopoly. Two companies, controlling the thing that holds your pants together. And the zipper market itself is still growing, projected to hit $27 billion by 2033 at a 7% annual growth rate. There is room for both, but not for many more. Here is what makes the YKK story different from most monopoly stories. This is not Luxottica marking up glasses 2,000%. This is not De Beers hoarding diamonds. Tadao Yoshida did not corner a market through scarcity or deception. He built a company so vertically integrated, so obsessively consistent, that the entire fashion industry decided it was not worth the risk to use anyone else. 10 billion zippers a year, 42,000 employees, 71 countries, and it all started because one man decided that if you want something done right, you build the machine yourself. The next time you zip up your jacket, look at the pull tab. You are holding a piece of the most quietly dominant company on earth. And if you think zippers are wild, wait until you see what one company did to the entire eyeglasses industry. That story makes YKK look modest.